Two of the indictments were for theft. One of the indictments were misuse of a credit card. That's 1/3 of the indictments. But let me tell you about these indictments. It was so bad and such a fight that somebody sued the judge. Well, it wasn't somebody. The Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office sued the judge in her capacity as a judge. Now, it was the Hamilton County, it was the Hamilton County Public Defender's Office that filed the suit, and the prosecutor's office filed suit too. But the prosecutor's office, you can't sue somebody and defend them. Sounds like a conflict. But the prosecutor's office, after they had sued her and had all kind of complaints against her, wanted to represent her in court. And she said, you can't do this. But they anyhow appointed some folk to represent her, and guess what they did? Absolutely nothing. Now, when somebody files a lawsuit against you, if you don't file an answer, guess what? The other people win. So because they filed not one answer, she, in her official capacity as a judge, filed the answers herself. Simply filed 11 answers, and the filing fee is $100 each. She filed those 11 answers. Now, had the attorneys done it, she wouldn't have had to do it. And it would have cost them $100 per filing fee. She did it and used her corporate or company credit card to pay for the filing fees. They said, because you use the court credit card to pay for court business, we're going to call theft and misuse of a credit card. Now listen to here. They want her to go to jail because she spent $1,100 on a court business filing fee, and they spent $2 million trying to keep her out to sea. Something is wrong with that. We happen to be in court right now. We're in court right now with that court case started on last Monday, and we're in court right now. And you know, sometimes they think people are walking alone, but that's why you need some voting people, some standing people, some strong people that said, I'm not going to vote and turn my back or close my eyes. I'm going to vote and keep my eyes open and make sure the people we vote for are treated right and have the strength. And we can tell folks they're not here alone. They're not here by themselves. Come on here, somebody. They're not here alone. They are not here by themselves. So that court case is going on right now. And I encourage people, Google it, look at it. This is in Hamilton County. We're sitting there, they're doing jury selection on last Monday and Tuesday. Mr. Thomas was there. They're doing jury selection. And the prosecution dismissed 4 African Americans from being on the jury. Just dismissed it. I said, what's up with that? And you know, they were asking these questions. They said, do you listen to the Buzz? The Buzz is the urban radio station we have in Cincinnati. Do you listen to the Buzz? They said, do you listen to Lincoln Ware? He's one of our main talk show hosts. They said, have you been to that Word of Deliverance church? Word of Deliverance is the church I pastor. I said, whoa. Have you been to Word of Deliverance church? I said, are you kidding me? Because we have not been nasty like the station up the dial. I mean, calling this judge all kinds of names. And if we don't vote and understand the power that our vote gives us, people will think they can walk all over us. But we got to stand up together and say, not now. Not now. It can't happen here. It's not going to happen anywhere. And check this out. Some of us are getting older, but we got some folk coming behind us. And we want to pass this baton to some folk that say, all right, we got your back. Come on here, somebody. That's why we're here in Central State tonight, because we need some folk to tell us, we got your back. Are y'all ready to do that, students? Are y'all ready? Are you ready? I need y'all make a noise, Reverend Sharpton's in the house. So if y'all make a noise, he'll come on in here. Come on. I need you to make some noise in here. Let him know you ready and we got you. Come on. So this voter engagement rally is for you. It's to encourage you to register, to vote, because it makes no sense. Too many young black men, too many unarmed young black men are falling dead. It makes no sense. But it all starts at the vote. Are you hearing me? It all starts at the vote. Is Reverend Sharpton ready? Reverend Sharpton. It all starts with the vote. Are you hearing me? It all starts with our vote. Do we have a promise you're going to vote? Come on, y'all. Do we have your promise? I want you to keep standing. I want you to keep standing. Now, first of all, I want to acknowledge members of John Crawford III's family that was gunned down ridiculously at Beaver Creek Walmart. Will you wave your hands? They're right there on the front row. We're so glad y'all here. Give them a hand. You know what I love about the Lord? He always appoints and assigns somebody. Gives them the grace, gives them authority, that when folk think they can turn the lights out, think they can treat folk any way they want to treat them, think that folk are walking all alone, he has somebody assigned. When he says, I've heard the cry of my people, I've come down to deliver them. He always has somebody that can turn on a bright light. And I heard him say, when the light comes on, the roaches scatter. I wish I had a little more help in here. It is my honor to introduce to you a great man, a working man, a hard working man, that when the need comes, he's there. When we call, he's there. They called him in New York, he's there. They called him in Ferguson, he's there. We called him in Ohio, and he's here. Put your hands together for Reverend Al Sharpton.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Give Bishop Bobby Hilton a big hand. Senator Bishop Hilton, who heads our National Action Network chapter, to our state rep, Alicia Reese, who's doing such a wonderful job, and to all of you tonight, our CI Head of Religious Affairs and Association, Reverend Nelson River, in the audience. Let me say that, oh yeah, Marsha McCoy is here from Cleveland chapter. Where's Marsha? Okay, I'll be in Cleveland. Let me say, and I want to get into the voting, but I want to be real clear that all of us around the country are very concerned about the Crawford case in Beaver Creek. And the reason that we are concerned is because when you look at what is going on around the country, inside of 3 weeks, we saw a man choked to death while being videotaped and says 11 times, I can't breathe. And the policeman kept choking him until he died. Now the chokehold in New York alone is illegal. But even if it wasn't, when does your humanity kick in? When somebody says, I can't breathe, right after that, we see a lady on a freeway in Los Angeles where a policeman jumps on top of her and hits her over and over again, unarmed, without her doing anything to respond. Then, as I'm holding a rally, we rally every Saturday in Harlem, I come out of the rally and I head downtown and get a call from Reverend Toon. There's a grandfather on the phone that wants to talk to me from Ferguson, Missouri. I never heard of Ferguson, Missouri. He connects with me and he tells me about his grandson. I said, well, sir, we try to get somebody to handle that out of the Midwest office. He said, well, you understand, he's been laying there 4.5 hours in the open air like a piece of meat. That's when I said, well, I'll come to Ferguson. Then we hear about Crawford. Today, young man killed by police in Savannah. Now, I'm not saying that every case the police is right or wrong, but I am saying that every case the police unions say the police are always right. And I do not believe that we're having a national hallucination. How you have all these cases, all unarmed, and all of them, the police just happen to be right. The reason I start with that is because many people keep telling you that are young people here at Central State or that are in the community that have come about back in the day in the civil rights movement. I've come to tell you tonight, you still in the day. And then you talk about what happened back in the day. If people your age are being killed right now and nobody will do anything about it, you still in the day. Talk about, I wouldn't have took it in slavery. I wouldn't have took it in the back of the bus. Look at what you're taking right now. It's easy to talk about what you wouldn't have took. But you sitting right here, Central State, 2014, young man your age there, they have a tape, and the Attorney General says, I'm not going to let the tape go. They already run down their narrative that the young man was pointing a gun at somebody, which has poisoned the minds of a lot of the public. They're going to take out of the poisoned minds of the public a selection of grand jurors who already been told the boy was pointing a gun. So the fair thing to do is put the tape out. So when the grand jury meets, they walk in at least knowing what was and wasn't on the tape. If there's a close call in a football game, what do? They go to the tape. If there's a close call in a